Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome. This is Ashima, and in this video we'll be talking about daily news events or the daily current affairs. Now the purpose of this video is to bring in more and more news events to the table in less and less time possible so that you can gain the information of all whereabouts or you can say all the things that are going on in and around the world. So therefore, this video is going to be in a detailed format or descriptive format. But for those who are also preparing for examinations and need questions for practice, for them we have everyday live quiz that happens, which is a free of cost and it runs on Entry app. So you can download the app from Google Play Store and you can attempt the quiz every day for your daily practice, right? So we'll be beginning with our news events for now. The first news event that we're going to talk about is Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship Program. Now, is this program a new one? No. But why is it in question that, or why has it come to news? Is because it has been launched in and around India. That is, for all the districts, it has been launched. So, if we have a look at it, firstly, which ministry is involved? Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is involved, and therefore, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has launched this in and around, as I told you. Now, if we talk about uh, furthers about this, so it has been launched in all districts. Now, when I'm talking about launched in all districts now, in how many was it running earlier? So it was earlier in around 69 districts in India, and now it has been made for all of them. Next of all is what exactly do we have under this? So in this, for it is basically a 2-year fellowship program for people who are between the age of 21 to 30. So between the age of 21 to 30, anyone who wants a scholarship program, they can avail it under Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship Program. This fellowship is for 2 years and it is for district, state, and even at national level. Then, further, if we go around, this has been launched or designed under the Sankalp scheme. So, what exactly is that Sankalp scheme that we are talking about? Sankalp stands for Skills Acquisition and Knowledge Awareness for Livelihood Promotion. That is the full form of Sankalp. And this is a program which is funded by World Bank or it is assisted by the loan from World Bank. And the objective of Sankalp scheme is to strengthen the district skill administration. That is bringing in more skill development, as the purpose of the government of India is also on the same part. So making skill development more strengthier, more enrooted is the purpose why Sankalp scheme was launched. And under this, there are various programs that run. Now, this is not the only program because Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, that is also under Sankalp scheme, and various partnerships that happen by government of India for development of skill, they also happen under Sankalp scheme. Right. Then to the next one, artificial intelligence Ramanujan machine. Now, what exactly is this machine? This machine has a potential to reveal the hidden relationship between numbers, and it uses artificial intelligence for the same purpose or the algorithm which is being used. Right. So it is first of all an artificially intelligent mathematician or a machine that has been created. Second of all, why has it been named after Ramanujan? First of all, who is Ramanujan? So, Srinivasa Ramanujan is an Indian mathematician who was a child prodigy, and he had many mathematical conjectures and proofs and was also the only second Indian to have been elected as a Fellow of Royal Society London. Now, this is a very important achievement because he was the second Indian man to go there. The first one was Ardeshir in 1841. Now, if we talk about this machine, it uses an algorithm to seek the mathematical conclusion, right? And they have not yet been proved, but it is somewhat that it is what it is going to do. So, proving is yet left to be. Now, this hole has been named after Srinivasa Ramanujan because he loved to play with numbers and find relations between numbers, and that is why has been chosen as to be named after. Next, then we have a commercial jute seed distribution scheme. So, what is the scheme and who has launched this? So, Union Textile Minister Smriti Irani launched this scheme recently. Now, talking about furthers of the scheme, for this an MOU has been signed between Jute Corporation of India and National Seeds Corporation. And this MOU is the one after which this scheme has been launched. Now, MOU was signed in 2020, and and at that time the MOU was for a commercial distribution of 1,000 metric tons of certified jute seeds, and that 1,000 metric tons are going to be distributed in 2021-22, as you can see over here, right? Now, apart from this, what else has been done for jute industry? Minimum support price or MSP has also been increased for, which is going to help jute farmers for that purpose. So, nearly 76% increase has been witnessed in the last 6 years in the jute industry, if we talk about. Right. So, what is the current MSP? It is 4,225 rupees. So, this is the amount or MSP for 2020-2021. Alright. Now, if we talk about jute in a whole, it's a natural fiber. So you need to know certain things. First of all, the revolution for increasing of jute production in India was a golden fiber revolution, because jute is known as golden fiber, and that is because of the golden color and the properties of it that align somewhere to gold. Well, it is also the oldest textile industry of India. Jute industry is the oldest textile industry of India. Third of all, it is the cheapest fiber which can be availed from the skin of a plant's stem. Then, traffic crash injuries and disabilities, the burden on Indian society. This report has been released recently, and it was launched by Union Transport Minister, but it has been published by World Bank. Now, in this, is something which is, we can say, a satirical, finding that has been there. So, what is the satire? The satire is that India has only 1% of world's vehicles. Still, it has the highest death toll in the world. What is the death toll? 11% of global deaths. 11% of the global deaths. 11% of the global deaths that occur because of road accidents happen in India, even though we have only 1% of the world's vehicles. Now, it has also highlighted that in rural households, there is around 44% of deaths because of road accidents or mishaps. And if we talk about urban, it is 11.6%. Next, low income households spend 7 months of their income on post crash care, because after you have gone through crash, you have to pay the hospital bills and all. So if we talk about the amount that is spread in low house incomes, they spend about 7 months of their income. High income, they spend less than a month's salary for office. So therefore, it also highlights that we don't have a good first aid care for crashes or road crashes, and second of all, the road crashes numbers are quite high in India. Then going ahead, Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav. Now the 11th edition has been unveiled, and this 11th edition is going to be held in West Bengal. It has been inaugurated in West Bengal. Who has inaugurated it? It is the governor of West Bengal, that is Jagdeep Dhankar. Jagdeep Dhankar. He is the current governor of West Bengal, and he inaugurated the 11th edition. Now this festive, or this Sanskriti Mahotsav, Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav. It was started in 2015, and 10 editions till date have been organized. This is the 11th one. So, where were these held? In Delhi, in Bengaluru, Varanasi, Tawang, Karnataka, Gujarat, Tehri, and MP. Now, 11th is in West Bengal. Now, when we've seen that there's a huge variety of states, so who is the actual organizer? This is a festival of Ministry of Culture and Tourism, or you can say the flagship edition of Ministry of Tourism and Culture, right? And it has active participation of the 7 zonal culture centers, as it also helps in reinforcing the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, or the unity of culture in India. Now, if we talk something more, this whole festival, as we can say, it has a very important role this year, specifically being that we are looking forward to increasing the participation against the contribution of tourism sector, because it has already been hit in the last year, right? It holds a very important place on that part. Then a few one-liners. India and Canada have agreed where India is going to supply COVID-19 vaccines to Canada as per the recent announcement, if we go by. Right now, Who is the Prime Minister of Canada? Justin Trudeau. Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. Both of them have come to this, you can say, this understanding that Canada requires vaccines and India is more than eager to help it. Then Russia has launched a new Progress cargo ship into orbit, and this has been launched in order to deliver the cargo to 7 crew members in the International Space Station as of now. So here we have a question as to what is the name of the space agency of Russia? That is Roscosmos. Roscosmos is the space agency of Russia, and the cargo ship is by the name Progress 77, or it has a second name called Progress MS-16. Progress MS-16 cargo ship. Right. The Indian government has gifted 2,000 metric tons of rice to Syria to strengthen the food security with the Middle East countries, and this is for bringing in the nutritional requirement that is in the Middle East, or the suffrage of food security that is in Middle East. Then finance ministry has announced that it is going to infuse 3,000 crores of capital in the general insurance companies for this quarter. In the current quarter, 3,000 crores are going to be infused in the insurance companies as of now. Then, Health and Family Welfare Department of Odisha has announced to establish COVID-19 Warrior Memorial. Now, this is going to be unveiled in August 2021. So unveiling will be in August 2021, but announcement has come forth. And where is it going to be established? In Odisha and Bhubaneswar. Then Kerala is going to set up mini museums, and with this, it wants to become a museum hub, right? And also the Bastion Bungalow of Fort Kochi will function as Ernakulam District Heritage Museum now. This announcement has also been done. Apart from that, India's biggest art event, which is by the name Kochi Muziris, that also happens in uh, Kerala only, right? Then Prime Minister of Italy, Mario Draghi, has created a super ministry for ensuring the transition to green energy. And for that purpose, what is the reason why it has been done? The full use of European Union funds for climate change is going to be done by this super ministry, and where to invest, how much to invest, all of that is going to be taken care of. Then Bayern Munich of Germany has won 2020 FIFA Club World Cup football tournament recently. Priyanka Goswami has broken a record of has created another national record in 20-kilometer walking championship by creating the record of 1 hour 28 minutes 45 seconds. Now, this whole record was created in the fourth international race walking championship, and this race walking championship was held in Ranchi recently. Right? The International Criminal Court has elected Britain's Karim Khan as a new prosecutor, and China has banned BBC World News from broadcasting in China anymore. Now, with this, we wind up the segment. I hope this session has been helpful to all of you and more informative. We'll see you in the next video with more such news events. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.